Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of YouTube clone series. So in this video, I'm gonna work with client side. So I upload two videos previously and where I covered entire backend. On this video, I'm gonna cover client side. So you can see the UI, it's similar to YouTube UI. So we are going to achieve, and so first of all, and we are using Tailwind css and Redux toolkit, and so you can see the amazing UI. I have backend, and now I'm gonna create client. So right now I'm inside my YouTube, and I should create another terminal, and now I should cd YouTube phone, and I'm gonna use Tailwind CSS. So at first I'm gonna configure. So I open up my Tailwind css.com, so you can go and visit and check. And here also you can see the React.js hit uh, command. So yeah, and now I name it client, and now it run. It takes time. So yeah, and now I have to react, and then I have to select JavaScript, and now I have to put cd client, and now and I have to install npm. Now it's installed, and now I have to run the code npm run dev. Now your project is run on port 5173. Let's check. Now your Git project is running. So yeah, this is the default. Yes, so it's running, and now I have to install all the like dependency. So I'm gonna install this dependency first. Redux JS and Toolkit, because we are going to introduce Redux Toolkit to manage our state, and then Axios, and then Framer Motion. It's a animation, so we are going to use animation on our platform, so it feel modern UI, and then React icons, and React loading skeleton. Skeleton means, it's a shadow of what type of content you can expect. So when it feels loading, right, when the state is on loading. So guys, you can see all the platform I use skeleton. So I'm also gonna use that, and Redux, and React Redux, and React Router DOM, and React Toastify. Let's say if I press now, I'm gonna install all the dependency. Yes, now it's complete. Let's see the dependency. Yes, and now I'm gonna install the Tailwind CSS. So you can see the command here. Let's press, then press. Now it install, and you have to copy this, and then you have to paste on git.config here. You have to press, yeah, you have to, yes, save, and then one more things, and then you have to import Tailwind CSS, inside CSS, main CSS. So inside source we have two app.css and index.css. We have to put here index.css. No, not well. Sorry guys. I'm I'm wrong. Well, yeah. So this is the it and oh sorry man. What I'm doing index dot yes there. And I have to paste again. This yes. Yes, very bad. So I think yes, and now we have to run. Let's run. And alright, let's see if Tailwind is apply or not. Class, let's say background red 900. I have to see something. And now let's check it out. Oh, yeah, I have to run again. Because I have to run again, man. Now you can see the Tailwind is applied. It's a good sign, guys. That's a good sign. Yes. So now I am in my VS Code, and first I'm gonna work on user API and user slice. So you can see I open up my uh, user slice folder, a file. So inside store folder I have API folder and then slice folder. Inside slice folder I have user slice, video slice. Inside API folder I have user API and video API. So I open up user API and user slice, and from backend this is the route, because we are going to integrate this endpoint. So, and even though you can manage this user API inside this slice, but yeah, but when you work on big project or corporate world, and developer always try to separate their code as small as they can. So for sake of that, I'm just doing right. So yeah, I think now it's okay. So this is the user API, okay, and I import Axios. It's a third-party library, okay, third-party library, and this is the base URL. So yeah, base URL my yeah 5004 and then /API/users, right? And yeah, so and this is a like const API Axios create base URL, and then with credentials true, and this is my first endpoint API function, right? So that is sign up. So this is the name, and this is the form data, and this data comes from a sign up component where I put my all the information, and then I can track, and I can pass on, and then here I try to grab, and then also I'm just passing to the next function, which is maybe sign up function. Okay, and this is the post request, and this is the header. So I'm using multi-part form data because not only I'm using text, but also I'm sending image or profile maybe. So once you try to upload image, maybe file, so you have to you have to provide headers, the content type, and a multi-part form data, right? So this is the sign up users API function, and this form data is this form data, and then it's a login API function similar. And here I'm just not I name it data. You can put whatever you want to, like it's up to you. And this is the login. So if I show you my backend route, yeah, similar. You have to maintain your backend endpoint to with your front end endpoint. This is sign up. This is the login. Yeah, this is the sign up, and this is the login. And application JSON, because in this login API, I'm not gonna send any file, it's only text. So yeah, and then this is a fetch current user. So it's a what? So with this controller, I'm checking authenticate users. If you see right now, just authenticate, and then I'm also grabbing here authenticate, and I just passing get request, because I want to fetch only data, and then log out, and just post and log out. That's it. So now these 4 routes first we work on, then we can talk about later on update user and delete user. So let's go to uh, users slice. Bit okay. So I import create slice and create async thunk for reducer. This one for reducer, and this one for thunk, because here you are using thunk. So we have to import, and then I import all the things from API. So that's why I'm using asterisk. So if you use asterisk, that means you are meaning, hey, I'm gonna import everything from that file. So yeah, first is sign up function, okay, and yeah, so we create async thunk, and then I'm passing this data. So this name for debugging purpose, and then I'm using asynchronous function because it takes time, and then this form data comes from API. And if I talk about indirectly, this data comes from sign up component, and reject with value for showing error, okay, and then I'm passing an object. So yeah, so inside I'm using try block, and I'm just sending a sign up, just I'm requesting a sign up function, and with this form data. And yeah, so when I hit this URL or endpoint, yeah, it requests to backend, and then backend process all the information what it what it needs to complete, or go through. So yeah, after doing that, he can respond to front end, and all the response I can store here response. So I name it res. You can put what you want, and then I console log here. So for debugging purpose, right? And then I return this response. But this response is a raw data. So inside raw data we have this data field, data method. So I can grab response.data, and I want to particular in this data, all the data, we have a field called user. So right now on this field, I'm only care about yeah, I'm only caring about this user, nothing else. So that's why I already structure it. So yeah, so where you want to like, so as I'm using return, so yeah, so where you want to use, you can use only this user. Okay, so it's pretty simple. And then catch block, this is the error message. Just sign off control function and then login. It's pretty similar. Data comes from indirectly if I talk about a login component, and then same just hit the login user API endpoint, and then its request to front end, a backend, and backend process, and then backend response. Then I assign here, I store all the response as a raw, and then I'm using data. It's a built-in method and users, and then token, because this is a login, so I should care about token, and there is a token inside that data token. Okay, so yeah, I just structure here the message, and this is a login user, and then fetch current user. So just I want to fetch only data, that's why I'm not passing any data. So this is the double underscore, and yeah, then I just call fetch current users with empty string, and then all the things I store is, then yeah, I care about user, that's it. And then log out. So yeah, similar things, and just call and then response null, because I don't care about anything, because logout means you have to clear your cookies. You have to clear your token from browser, and with help of cookies, and once it completes, that means you are not no longer login user. So if there is no token, that means you are not login user, and so I don't need any further information to store. So if so, that's I'm returning null, right? So yeah, this is logout. And now I'm gonna explain to you the reducer. So I create user slice, create slice. This is the slice, okay, and it's the name of the user. So this name for debugging purpose, and I just this is the initial state. Current user null, token null, loading false, fetched user loading false. So guys, you can see I'm using multiple loading. Well, actually I observe if I use only this loading, so somehow like I'm using use effect. So once your app is load, so the loading state in your that component and that effect other like fetch user, maybe update user. That's why I separately doing it. If you want to, you can put just loading and then you can see it. So an error is null. And this is the reducer, because I need to reducer clear error and reset. So clear error just a pass state, and then state right error null. Reset state loading state error. That's it. This is the reducer. And now, as I told you, I'm using. You can see I'm using asynchronous thunk function. So we have to use extra reducer. Inside reducer, you cannot handle thunk function. So yeah, this is the builder, this is the built-in method, and we have to pass in, because if you want to work on fast sign up, add case, it's a built-in method. Inside this class, yeah, we are passing two things, this function, and there are three things: pending, fulfill, reject. So in this code, I'm just yeah. So you can learn two approach. You can go with these three pending, fulfill, reject by manually doing all the three steps. But I also I'm also using just fulfill, and in one match field I'm just handling. Don't worry, I will show you. So first pending, and pending means when you put your data. So loading is true, yeah, right, and then error is null. Like when you submit, and then when you submit, when your submission is complete, that means it's fulfilled. So you can data, yeah, you can grab the data. So action payload. Why it only action payload? Okay, you can see, guys, here you are. As I told you, I'm just structuring data user. So right now I already show just action dot payload means users. If you are not using here users, just if you're using rest data, so all the entire data object you can see here. So all the entire, so yeah, you can't use that. So I already structure. So just action payload means only user, and then I make it loading false because now it's complete, it's fulfilled. And if these two if these two are not working, that means it's failure. So yeah, with this block of code I can handle loading false, action payload is error. I think you got it right. This is the sign up, and then this is login. So yeah, similar things pending, loading through, error null, and then fulfill. Action payload dot users, current user. Action payload token, loading false. Rejected. Listed dot error, action payload, and it's pretty simple. And then fetch current user. Same. Uh, First we have to make it true, then null, like error, so there is no error, and then yeah, fulfill, just only action payload and current user. Then rejected, action payload error, that's it. And then log out, it's only I'm using fulfill, current user null, that's it. So this is my four read users handling, and then I have to export clear error and result. I'm using here restructuring. This is the read user and user size action. And then I have to import as a default, so I can use user slice dot read user. All right, guys. So far I complete four functions and read user. Okay. Now I'm gonna work on header function because you can see this is a header. So yeah, this is a header. So let's see, because you already work on it, and I think, guys, I want to show other things is that I have this folder app. So inside app I have four app.js, and I create separately like app path layout, app main layout, app route. And if I talk about this is a app main layout, and you can see also this login page. It's a what layout, because you cannot see other UI. It's only you can see these two. That means inside this what layout we have this right now, these two. Maybe you have if your project is big, you can add on, like maybe dashboard controller, admin controller, right? Because we don't care about the main layout. That's I call it a what layout. So I separately handle on it. Yeah, and this is the app route, all the route, right? You can see, and app is very simple, it's very clean. Your app is very clean, and yeah. So and now I'm gonna work on header. Let's work on header, and just I collapse the sidebar menu, and yeah. So you can see first. Okay, let's first work on login page and sign up page, that it makes sense. Let's work on it. We have inside page folder, we have, yeah. So first, this is the store. We have this is store. So yeah, because we have to also create this store, otherwise it's not gonna work. So yeah, this is the store. It's a global store. So now after creating all the reducer, you have to integrate all the things here. Then you can use further what you want, and you have to make sure configure store, and it it comes from Redux.js toolkit, and then user reducer from user slice, video reducer from video slice. So right now we are going to work on this, but so far it's not available. It's available for but for you, yeah, just forget it. And yeah, export is store, then configure store, then I'm passing reducer. So inside the reducer also have object user. So this name is very useful because the way you put, the way you name it, you have to put where you want to use, where you want to dispatch. So yeah, this name is very important. And user reducer, right? Then I just make it key here. I just assign here, and then video. Yeah, this is the store. So yeah, and inside this page I have explore, home, library, profile, and the register. Inside register I have this page, sign up and login. Okay, this is the login page. This is the login page. Yeah, this is the sign up page. Right, so we are working on this page. You can see, guys, the UI is very yeah, and it's also responsive. Ah, this is a mobile hardware, and if you, I think, yeah, this is a phone version. This is a tab version, and yeah, because yeah, so we're going to achieve this. So here you are importing all the necessary, and we are using Toastify, motion. It's a animation, and then skeleton, right? So first use state and use effect, link, use navigate, and then use dispatch and use selector from React Redux, and sign off and reset. This is the reducer from your slice folder. This toast, it's a React Toastify, motion, framer motion, and all the icon from React icons. This is the function, and this is the props. This is the component. This is the child component. Why is that? You know what? You can see this input is very similar, same, right? So if you want to do manually, so you have to write a lot of code. So I create this input here, and then I can call this input, and it will work because UI functionality is same. So yeah, so first and use effect I call, use dispatch, and then assign here, use navigate to navigate from one URL to other URL dynamically, and then loading, and this user, as I told you, and yeah, user is coming from the restore name, remember, and yeah, it's loading, and I'm just structure all the data, what type of data I want to work with, right? So we are using use state and initialize all the data field. So name as a empty string, user, email, password, gender, profile as a null. Yes, at first time we don't have any profile, so yeah, it's null. And then preview is the preview, error, and set error. So we want to show the UI, we want to show the preview and set preview image, and then use effect. Yeah, so this is the use effect, and so dispatch reset, return this entire things, revoke object URL preview, and then dispatch preview. Just with this code, yeah, with this block of code, I just reset nothing else. And then we are validating form data. So new error, make it empty object, and then yeah, just we are handling the form data. If form data name is not, this like full name is required, and username is required, email is required, password, yeah, gender, yeah. So just here I'm just handling this form input, form input field, and here I am just tracking the input here, like put, so I can track on. So yeah, handle change is the name value type file. So I'm using the destructuring, so I can target this 4 value with this ego target, and then also separately handling file. Start with file, then grab that first index or zero index. Whatever data in zero index is assigned here. If file and a file size greater than 5 MB, so I think I should make it 10 MB because on backend I handling 10 MB. So yeah, it's a 10 MB. So file size must be 10, and then I return nothing. Set form, all the previous data, and also set preview file. If file is exist, so if not, null. I'm using here ternary operator, and then prev profile image and a file. And yeah, so this is the inside this issue state. So if file is true, then run this block of code. If not, that means I'm not putting file. Like, so run this set form data. This is the exclude operator similar to, and all the previous data keep as it is, and then also name the value, right? And also set error. So yeah, this is the handle change, and then handle remove image. You can see also button very soon, like click on it. Let's say I'm just clicking this beautiful female. You can see, guys, remove. If you click on it, it's go. So yeah, handle remove image. So set form data, and I'm using spread operator, spread operator, and then profile image null. And yeah, because yeah, you can remove this image. This is a handle remove image, and then handle submit. This one. You can right now you can see all like error and with justify, right? And also you can message. You can see the message, right? So yeah, this is the now I'm just inside this I'm gonna handle it. So I'm using a default and then validation error. So yeah, now because you can see all the error because it comes from here. I call it and then I assign here, and then I just run. So yeah, queue it and then 0. So error. Please, you can see this error again. Now please fix the error in the form. So this error, right? Because yeah, and then return nothing, and then I just now sign up data, and I create an instance or object. Inside this instance or object, I want to send all the form data. Then I pass on to the thunk function. With thunk function, I can request to backend, right? So I have to store inside the sign data, sign update. So yeah, object entries. So here I'm not doing manually, but in my other code, I will show you how you can do manually. Means you have to write a lot of code, but here just I'm using map for each, so I can map through all the field like this. Key value, key means pair, and value means the value. So yeah, So key means name and value means value, and so, and here I'm just checking if value is null. If value is not null, then append key and value inside the sign up data, and then call the sign up hang function with this sign up data and just unwrap it, and then yeah, message, then show the message account created successfully. You can see message on Toastify, and then after doing that, I want to clear all the form data. So yeah, set form data like this. Also image null, and then I navigate to login page. If any error, so catch inside this catch block. So the message. This is the logic part, guys. And now this is the UI. Let me zoom out a little bit. I can even see this is the first div. Yeah, this is the main div. We have min high screen, then background. I'm using gradient, so yeah, and it's a 2 to border, and from indigo this to this, and yeah, then I use flex, means it take up, yeah, and then item center, adjustable center, padding 4, and above the small screen padding will be 6. All right, and then I'm using inside first div another div, so I'm using motion, so it's animation. Yeah, you can see animation. Yeah, right. So yeah, and this animation code. Low scale. Yeah, you can learn this motion with help of ChatGPT or other AI tools. And this is the class. Yeah, like background white divided by 10, a backdrop blur, because this is the blur, right? This is just Tailwind css class. You can learn from that. It's not a css class. So yeah, you can go to Tailwind css and you can see their class, and you can spend a little bit time and you can work on it. Padding is 4. Above small screen padding 10, round 3xl, shadow 2xl, max width medium, width full, and then border white by 20. So inside also I'm using h2 tag and txl, small above 3xl, font bold, text center, text white, margin bottom 8, flex, right? So yeah, this is pretty UI, and this is a form. Inside form, yeah, we have inter forms, and we are using one submit, then passing handle submit, and then class name is space y, this gap, and this input. Okay, now I should explain input here. So this is the input, and I'm just passing label, type, error, icon, props. This is a props, and then yeah, if relative label. Why we are using label? Because if somebody don't see any UI, that means they are blind, so they can listen to. Okay, so that's we are using label, nothing else. And then dev relative, absolute left 3, top 1/2, transform, minus translate y, right? This is the UI icon, input, type, then props, class, and it's a dynamic class. You can see if error, you can see, if not, you can see this. And yeah, it's pretty simple. And yeah, so I call this input utility function, and then I pass all the data I mentioned here: label, name, value, on-change, placeholder, error, icon. Similar thing for all the format and email and password, but for gender, I'm using manually. Yeah, label and name, value, and on-change, class, because for gender is different, not same. So select gender, male, female, other. I'm using option inside this, yeah, select tag. yeah, right, like this. You can see this is the select tag. So you can see, you can select, and then profile picture. Inside this div, I have profile label and then input file, profile image. I accept only image, handle change, class hidden, and yeah, then label this entire thing. Then file image, and yeah. So then I'm using here ternary operator. Inside the form that if profile image exists, change image or upload image. Right now you can see upload image. Let's say click on it. Now you can see a change image, right? So yeah, this is the thing. And then preview is preview. That means this preview. So here, yeah. If not, don't run this. Uh, and this is the conditional UI rendering with help of this double and, like, yeah. Yeah, this is the, yeah, if using this double and. So yeah, image button and remove this button I'm talking about. Now it's remove, and then yeah, also similar for this sign up button. This is the UI. Just type submit, disable loading. So when it on loading state, you cannot click again. So you can see the disable icon. If loading, then using circle and HBG to create the circle. I'll show you. So yeah, if it's not on loading states, so you can see sign up, and then after form data we have already have an account, and yeah, then I put a link. So if you click on it, you can navigate to the login page like this, like this. And yeah. So right now I'm gonna create an account for you. Let's say Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Username is it. No, I think the password. Email is let Elon Musk at the rate gmail.com. I have to password and then mail and then upload image. I can put any, and then let's see if there any error or not. Now you can see account created successfully, and yeah, it navigates to login page. Let's see Elon. Yeah, want to, yes, so login successfully. Now I want to show you the MongoDB database. MongoDB database. Users. So yeah, this is the Elon Musk. Subject ID, name, email, password. You can see the password on hash mode. You can, even though I cannot see the password. And then profile image, gender, save the same empty, and click add, update add. Guys, amazing. And yeah, you can see here also, right? So after creating sign up, now we are going to create login, because sign up and login is same. So just let me show you. login page. It's not all the logic same things. I import one like similar to sign up, and also just here I'm using just two field, email, password, and same things because you can see if I show you again, if I log out, and then yeah, just we have to look at if you look at just this file is extra on login. I want sign up, but login just we have two. So yeah, similar logic, similar UI. So I'm not gonna explain again. So yeah, you can see handle change, handle submit, and yeah, the logic is same, right? So yeah, so this is the sign up and login page. Now I hope you can understand. And this, ignore this error. It's not an error, just it's a warning. Yeah, if I reload this, you cannot see here. So yeah, this is the login, and now I'm gonna just integrate this two page inside my app route. So yeah, so I already do all the things. Just I'm explain to you. This is our login sign up. I just import, and yeah, so as I told you, it's gonna be in my what route, what layout. So yeah, I call this what layout, and then yeah, this is route path login element login route path sign up. So and yeah, if you you can see, I think yeah, this is the localhost 5173/login. This is the front end route, right? This is the front end route, and yeah, now I want to show you the what layout. What layout? Just we have just children. What outlet? If you want to show the children, so you have to just pass this outlet. So you can see also message login and sign will render here. So yeah, and nothing else. And just we are using CSS. This is the background gray, and I think I have to use select because yes, yeah, this is the what layout. Yes, now I should user mat. Oh, okay. Yes. Right now I'm logging, and yeah, with this user mat account. Yeah. So we already work with what layout and app route, and also login and sign up. And right now I'm gonna discuss this header component. So I just close all the files and header components. I close the backend, and yeah, this is the header component. So I import the necessary things like link, use navigate, use dispatch, use selector, logout, fetch users, and yeah, if circle, icon, motion animated, and this is the icon from local path. Okay, first I want to show you the app.js. It's important. This is your main. This is the app.js because all the code I integrate here. So yeah, you have to use browser router. Inside browser router, I just wrap up app routes, all the routes, and then toast container. And yeah, so you can see, and also I'm just dispatch fetch current user from this main, because everywhere most of the things I try to only login user can see or do the task. But I observe, if you so on every platform, every file, I do these things, but somehow it's not going to work because they change the token. But on this folder, on this file, if I do, so it's not going to change. So because when load your app, so yeah, it's instantly call. So yeah, that means we have the token, right? So this is the app, and then it's a main file. You can see the main file, and so provider, it's for its store, and then app, right? Yeah, get root, provider, store. So it's the header, and yeah, we are we are just grabbing, we are passing to toggle sidebar and each sidebar, because header is a child component, main is main component. So on main component, we are going to call this header component, right? That's why I have to pass in, because you can see right now how, if you click on it, how this navigator open up. Click on it, it's collapsed, right? Because this navigator, it is not inside this what I say on header, but it still is working because I'm passing props. So yeah, on main layout it handling. So yeah, and I call use dispatch, use navigate. This is the current users from user read user, and then it's each user menu open. I'm using state, so with false, and then search term with empty string, and then this is a logout. So I call just logout, and then unwrap, then set each user menu false, and I'm going to log in, and then yeah, this is a catch. Just I call this logout thunk function with dispatch. Just I dispatch it, I unwrap it, and then yeah, just I uh, just close this set each user menu pane, and this is a handled search, because also you can search here. It's a search pane. So right, so yeah, so I'm just handling this. So if event, if search item exists, so I trim out, because you can pass the space, so I can handle it. If you should navigate to that thing, navigate, search, question, encode URI component, and then search term or the term you are putting on. So yeah, and then after navigating it, make it uh, you know like clear all the input character, right? And then handle input change, because whatever you are just typing, it track, right? So yeah, handle input change, and then set search term, e target value, and this is just UI. So we have two things. The first, so background select 90, and then fix. So I'm using fix because you can see this one, this it's fixed, right? But if I use sticky, change not fix sticky. So let me see sticky. Now you can see, now guys, you can see, right? And it's no more sticky. So yeah, but it's not looking good. Now I make it fix again. index value 50, white full, shadow. Then I also use another depth. It's a header for search engine optimization, SEO, right? So another tag divs. Then inside I also use another div where I'm handling menu icon and its logo. So yeah, first sidebar button. So this sidebar button is hidden on mobile version. So you can see, you cannot see. Okay, let me show you. You cannot see because this is the tab bar. So you don't need to have this icon. So yeah, but on phone version, large screen you can see, right? Yeah, and how I'm doing it? So yeah, close sidebar and open sidebar for one click toggle sidebar, and then this is the class, nothing else. So hidden on small screen, and above small screens, flex, then padding 2, all the stuff over, and yeah, then icon, the logo and title. I'm using motion dev here, code and flex item center gap 2 logo. This is the image inside image. This is a YouTube from local path. You can see this is YouTube, yeah, and the name is I'm using span title, yeah, and then search bar. This search bar, and I'm using depth. Inside depth, another form, and then input, and yeah, then in form we have button also. This button, and then yeah, this is a class, and so inside this form, and then yeah, then title and sidebar, then use menu bar. This one, yeah. So yeah, first dev, inside dev I'm using current user. If current user exists, show this UI. Otherwise, show this only this F search circle, and yeah, name. That means if first current user exists, then show this UI. Otherwise, show this UI, which means if current user profile is exists, show their profile image. Otherwise, show the this built-in this a circle. So yeah, and then with this name and animate user when open. If open, then show the user profile, and yeah, this one. I'm talking about this one. These two things: user profile and log out. Yeah, so you can navigate. So this is the header. So this is the header. I hope you can understand. And now I'm going to explain the navigator. The navigator bar. Navigator bar. Uh, this is the navigator bar. You can see this is the navigator bar. If you can see, if you hover on it, you can see home, explore, library, profile. If you click on it, it open up, it collapse. And on phone version, also you can see on top, on bottom nav bar. This is for bottom nav bar on phone version, right? Yeah. So with this navigator bar, we are going to achieve that UI. So nav link we are importing, then all icon, and yeah, its icon, its motion. Here I'm using a small utility function. So yeah, so I don't need to use again and again because I'm using two things for sidebar and also menu bar, also for a PC version, for mobile version as well as PC version. This is it's for PC version, and this block of code is for mobile version. First, I'm gonna work on PC version. So this is just inside div we have this UI, right? Message if sidebar is open, so with 64 is close 24. It's a dynamic, and even you can see that it's gonna be hidden on mobile version. So yeah, you can see hidden and it's fixed, and then another tab. So the nav item means this yeah, 2/icon text name, explore library user profile, because we have four things. If you want to add on other things, so yeah, you can see. Let me show you. Oh my god, man. Oh, so now you can see another icon. You can see because right. So now it's very simple, right? Just if you want to add anything, just you have to you have to put here. That's why I'm using this, utility function, or yeah, or helper function, you can say. So and yeah, I'm just map to all the icons, and then navigate, because you can also navigate. You can also navigate to the home, explore. So yeah, and then all the CSS, and I'm using also active, because if it's active, then show this UI. Otherwise, what I mean by that, like this. So this active, so you can see it's selected, right? So yeah, that is the UI. Because now I'm just I want this profile, so it's active. But you can also hover on which icon you want to. So yeah, this is the just class, right? And yeah, page undefined, and also this is open, like open, and relative, and then yeah, you can see this text, which means this text, which means if you yeah, so you can see, but if you close, you cannot see the text, right? Yeah, so it's sidebar open for this UI, right? If sidebar is not open, so this UI, but with this text. So yeah, this is the for PC version, and now I'm gonna work on uh, bottom nav bar. Similar thing, guys. Just I'm just hidden for large. Yeah, you can see hidden for large scale, and yeah, just navigate similar things, nothing else, because I'm just showing you. You can see also. Let's say if you click on it, so now you can see this, right? Just UI is different, but logic is same. This is the navigator bar, and now we have to integrate these two component inside main layout. This is my main layout. So like if you want to integrate with children components, so you have to use outlet. So yeah, I'm just doing, and I import two things, header and navigator, and yeah, just each sidebar opens, each side is, and I make it true first, and then to toggle sidebar, I use callback, and then yeah, I make it prepped, and then yeah, just if it's false, make it true. If it's true, make it false. and just header. Inside header I'm passing two things, toggle sidebar and each sidebar open. Right, you can see toggle sidebar, and yeah, I'm just grabbing here. So I'm accepting here. Right, yeah, and then this is the body. Inside body we have two things, sidebar and main area. So yeah, this is the header guide and this is the body. We have sidebar and we have main area, and you can see, well, you can see the, open up, so the content is adjust. Alright, now it's big, similar to YouTube, similar to YouTube. Yeah, and I'm just calling this sidebar open, and then set sidebar open. I'm passing two things, right? Yeah, and then main area. Just if sidebar open, show this, otherwise show this, and then padding top 16, and then for large 0. This is app main layout, right? Nothing else. And now I want to show you again the app.js, because here you have to import app route, or sorry, app. So you can see auth layout and main layout. So this is the auth layout. Inside auth layout, whatever you route we have, you want to show. Inside main layout, we have this route. So I'm just calling this, and then I'm just integrate the route. The code is very modular, right? So yeah, you can do with your pace, with your creative thinking, right? And yeah, so for today, yeah, I think it's been 1 hour almost. So thank you for watching. Make sure like my video and subscribe my channel, because a lot of video you can see, a lot of project you can see on my channel. So thank you for watching my video.